have sprung from the pages of a storybook, rests gracefully along the banks of the Meuse River in southern Belgium. Its colorful houses, stacked neatly in cheerful rows, reflect in the gentle waters, creating a scene so picturesque it almost doesn't seem real. Rising above the town, perched atop a dramatic limestone cliff, is the ancient citadel of Dinant, a silent guardian whose stone walls have witnessed centuries of history, triumph, turmoil, and transformation. As you approach Dinant, the city reveals itself gradually, its charm unfolding with every step. The first thing that strikes you is the vibrant palette of the riverside homes. Reds, yellows, blues, and greens stand shoulder to shoulder, their facades brightening even the grayest Belgian day. The Meuse flows calmly by, its surface a perfect mirror for the riot of colors and the grand cliffs above. It's easy to see why so many visitors describe Dinant as a fairy tale painting come to life. But Dinant is more than just a pretty face. Its story is one of resilience, creativity, and pride. A story told most powerfully by the citadel that dominates the skyline. Built in the 11th century, the citadel of Dinant has been a fortress, a lookout, and a battleground. Its thick stone walls have weathered countless sieges and conflicts, most notably during World War I. As you climb the steep steps or ride the cable car to the top, you're retracing the footsteps of soldiers who once stood watch over the valley below. The air is thick with the echoes of the past, and the panoramic view from the ramparts is nothing short of spectacular. From here, the entire town stretches out before you, the river winding into the distance, the church spires reaching skyward, and the patchwork of rooftops basking in the Belgian sun. Standing atop the citadel, I tried to imagine what it must have been like for those who defended this place centuries ago. The weight of history pressed in all around me, and I couldn't resist attempting a serious photo. Standing tall, arms crossed, stern gaze fixed on the horizon, as if I were a medieval guard ready to defend the ramparts. But despite my best efforts, I just couldn't hold the pose. I burst out laughing, realizing I'd make a terrible medieval sentinel. Somehow it felt right, because Dinant, for all its grandeur, is also a city that invites joy and lightheartedness. Descending from the citadel, the next treasure awaits just a short stroll away, the Collegiate Church of Notre Dame. Its striking onion-shaped dome and Gothic architecture set it apart from any church I had ever seen. Stepping inside, the world outside fades away, replaced by the hush of reverence and the play of colored light streaming through the stained glass windows. Each window tells a story, scenes from the Bible rendered in vibrant reds, blue, and golds. I stood in awe, transfixed by the artistry, the way the sunlight painted rainbows on the ancient stone floor, the intricate patterns that seemed to come alive in the shifting light. It was a moment of quiet wonder, a reminder of the power of beauty to move us, even after hundreds of years. Yet, perhaps the most fascinating secret of Dinant lies in a more recent chapter of its history. This is the birthplace of one of the world's most beloved musical instruments, the saxophone. Just steps from the church, a humble house marks the spot where Adolphe Sax was born in 1840. The locals are incredibly proud of their connection to this musical legacy, and you'll find tributes to Sax and his invention all over town. Giant, brightly colored saxophone sculptures line the bridge over the Meuse, each one painted with motifs representing a different country. It's a celebration of not just Dinant's native sun, but of music's power to bring people together across cultures and generations. Walking through the city, you can't help but feel the pride the townspeople have for Adolphe Sax. Cafes and shops bear his name, and stories of his ingenuity are woven into the fabric of daily life. The saxophone, with its soulful voice and boundless versatility, seems to echo through the narrow streets, as if the city itself is humming a gentle jazz melody. And that's the magic of Dinant. It's a place where history and creativity coexist, where every stone and river bend tells a tale. It's where you can climb the battlements of an ancient fortress one moment, marvel at the kaleidoscope of stained glass in a centuries-old church the next, and then discover the birthplace of a musical revolution, all in the span of a single afternoon. As I wandered through the city, I found myself swept up in Dinant's unique rhythm. I lingered by the river, watching the boats drift lazily past. I sampled local delicacies in a cozy cafe, savoring the flavors of Wallonia. I chatted with residents who were quick to share stories of their hometown's past and their hopes for its future. And I reveled in the sense of discovery, the feeling that around every corner was something new to marvel at. So, I have to ask, who among you has visited Belgium? What were your favorite spots? Perhaps you found yourself enchanted by the medieval charm of Bruges, the cosmopolitan buzz of Brussels, or the tranquil beauty of the Ardennes. Maybe you've walked the cobbled streets of Ghent, sampled chocolate in Antwerp, or wandered the fields of Flanders. Each Belgian city has its own story to tell, its own treasures to share. But for me, Dinant will always hold a special place in my heart. A city where the past and present dance together along the riverbanks, where music fills the air, and where a failed attempt at a serious photo reminds you to embrace the joy of the moment. Whether you're a history buff, a music lover, or simply someone in search of a little magic, Dinant welcomes you with open arms. Its beauty is timeless, its stories unforgettable. And as you leave, you'll carry a piece of that fairy tale city with you, a melody that lingers long after the journey ends. Nestled deep within the rolling hills of southwestern Germany lies a place where the air smells of pine. The rivers sing as they tumble over ancient stones, and the past breathes through every timbered facade. Entering hilltop, a jewel of the Black Forest, feels less like crossing into another town and more like stepping into the pages of a fairy tale, one where tradition and charm are woven into the very fabric of daily life. As you wander through the cobbled streets, you're greeted by the sight of traditional timber-framed houses, their sturdy beams and intricate carvings standing testament to centuries of skilled craftsmanship. Many of these houses date back to the 16th century, and their preservation is nothing short of remarkable. Their sloping roofs and flower-boxed windows seem to wink at passers-by, inviting you to imagine the generations of families who have called them home. The colors, deep reds, soft ochres, and forest greens, blend harmoniously with the surrounding landscape, as if nature herself had a hand in their design. Every corner of hilltop whispers stories of the past, but nowhere is this heritage more alive than at the Timber Museum. Stepping inside, you're transported to a time when water was more than just a life-giving resource. It was the engine that drove industry. Here, the roar of the river was harnessed to power sawmills, turning massive logs into the beams and boards that built the town itself. Interactive exhibits and lovingly preserved tools tell the story of how ingenuity and nature worked hand in hand. You can almost hear the rhythmic creak of the water wheel and the steady thud of axes, sense the pride of the craftsmen who shaped the wood, and feel the weight of history in every polished plank. Yet, the Black Forest is not just a place of work and history. It's a land of indulgence, too. One of its most famous contributions to the world is the legendary Black Forest cake, or Schwarzwälder Kirschtorte. To taste the original is to understand why it has become a symbol of the region. The cake arrives at your table, towering with layers of rich chocolate sponge, clouds of whipped cream, and a generous spread of tart cherries, all soaked in the unmistakable aroma of cherry brandy. The first bite is a revelation. The slight bitterness of the dark chocolate melds with the sweet cream and the bold, fruity punch of the cherries. It's an experience both decadent and joyful. And as local wisdom goes, 2 slices are all it takes to leave you feeling cheerful and perhaps a little lightheaded. This is not just dessert. Celebration of flavor, of tradition, and of life's sweeter moments. Of course, the culinary delights of the Black Forest do not end with cake. The region is equally famous for its ham, smoked over real pine wood following age-old recipes. The result is a delicacy with a deep, smoky aroma and a flavor both robust and subtly sweet. A perfect companion to rustic bread and sharp mountain cheese. The simple act of sharing a plate of Black Forest ham in a sunlit tavern, with laughter ringing around you and the scent of pine drifting in from the open window, connects you instantly to the land and its people. Travel, however, is as much about the unexpected as it is about the planned. And sometimes the smallest moments become the most memorable. Sitting in a cozy cafe, I once made the mistake of ordering an iced coffee, a choice that earned me a look of pure, almost theatrical disapproval from the waiter. In Germany, coffee is a ritual, hot, strong, and savored slowly. The message was clear. There are some traditions you simply don't tamper with. I laughed, took my lesson to heart, and enjoyed a steaming cup of the real thing, letting the warmth chase away the mountain chill. The people of Shiltuck and the Black Forest are proud of their heritage, yet they welcome visitors with a warmth that feels instantly familiar. Conversations flow easily, whether discussing the best way to enjoy Black Forest ham or debating the merits of cherry brandy and cake. There is a shared understanding here that some pleasures are best experienced slowly, in the savoring of flavors, the unhurried stroll through ancient streets, the quiet appreciation of beauty, both natural and man-made. It's easy to see why the Black Forest has inspired so many legends and fairy tales. The dense woods that surround Shiltosh, their canopies casting dappled shadows on the forest floor, stir the imagination. It's not hard to picture a woodcutter returning home at dusk, or a traveler pausing at a wayside inn, welcomed by the golden glow of lantern light and the promise of a hearty meal. The rhythm of life here is different, attuned to the seasons, the land, and the enduring spirit of community. If you ever find yourself in this enchanting corner of Germany, the question arises, where to begin your culinary adventure? Would you start with a generous slice of Black Forest cake, letting the cherry brandy lift your spirits and the cream melt on your tongue? Or would you first savor the rich, smoky flavor of pinewood ham, paired with a fresh baked roll and perhaps a tangy pickle? There's no wrong answer, only the assurance that, whatever you choose, you are tasting a piece of the Black Forest itself, shaped by centuries of tradition and the hands of those who cherish it. In the end, a visit to Shiltuck is more than a journey through a picturesque town. It is a step into a living story. Each house, each meal, each friendly conversation is a thread in the tapestry of the Black Forest, woven together over generations. As you leave, the memories linger. The taste of cake and ham, the echo of laughter in a timbered room, the sight of sunlight glinting through the trees. And perhaps, as you walk away, you'll find yourself already longing to return to this place where fairy tales come to life. And every day feels a little bit enchanted. Switzerland is a land where the air feels lighter, the sky seems bluer, and the mountains rise with a quiet, commanding grace. Nestled in the heart of this alpine wonderland is Wengen, a village that feels as if it has been plucked straight from a fairy tale and set gently atop atop a sun-drenched plateau. My journey to this alpine paradise began with an intentional choice. Instead of taking the famed and rather pricey Jungfrau-Joch train, I decided to experience the mountains up close and personal, hiking along trails that promised adventure, serenity, and the kind of memories that last a lifetime. The first step of my journey led me into the Lauterbrunnen Valley, a place so remarkable it seems almost impossible that it exists in the real world. Here, 72 waterfalls cascade down sheer cliffs, their mist catching the sunlight and painting rainbows against the backdrop of verdant meadows. The valley's beauty has inspired poets, artists, and travelers for centuries. As I walked along its winding paths, the sound of rushing water filled the air, mingling with the gentle hum of bees and the distant clang of cowbells. Every turn revealed a new vista, each more breathtaking than the last. Towering rock walls draped in emerald green, chalets with flower-filled balconies, and waterfalls that tumbled from such heights they seemed to fall straight from the clouds. It's easy to see why this valley has been described as a place straight out of a movie. The sheer scale and drama of the landscape is humbling, and yet there is an undeniable sense of peace that settles over you as you wander through it. Here, you are reminded of the vastness of nature and the smallness of our daily worries. I paused often to simply breathe in the crisp, clean air and let the scenery wash over me, feeling a profound sense of gratitude for the chance to walk these ancient paths. From the valley, a gentle train ride whisked me up to Bungen, a village unlike any other. Wengen is car-free, which means the only sounds that greet you are the echo of footsteps on cobblestone, the lowing of cows, and the distant laughter of children playing in the fields. The absence of traffic brings an immediate sense of calm, allowing you to fully immerse yourself in the moment. Here, time seems to slow down, and you can't help but feel as though you've stepped back into a simpler, more peaceful era. Wengen sits perched on a sunny ledge high above the valley, offering panoramic views of the snow-capped peaks that surround it. The village itself is a tapestry of wooden chalets, colorful gardens, and quaint shops selling Swiss chocolate and mountain cheese. As I wandered through its quiet streets, I felt the kind of contentment that comes from being both far away from the rush of everyday life and deeply connected to the natural world. One of the highlights of my adventure was following the Nietzsche path, a trail that winds through alpine meadows and dense pine forests. This is the very path where Friedrich Nietzsche, the renowned philosopher, once walked in search of inspiration. It's easy to see why this landscape stirred his imagination. The trail climbs gently, offering glimpses of jagged peaks and deep shadowed valleys. The air tinged with the scent of wildflowers and pine needles. At times, the only sounds were the crunch of gravel beneath my boots and the distant call of an alpine bird. As I hiked, I found myself lost in thought, reflecting on the beauty around me and the way travel opens our minds to new perspectives. There is something deeply meditative about walking in the footsteps of those who have come before, feeling the rhythm of your own steps blending with the timeless pulse of the mountains. Then, just as I reached a high ridge, something magical happened. The clouds, which had been clinging stubbornly to the peaks, suddenly parted. In an instant, the entire panorama of the Alps was revealed, towering, majestic, and utterly awe-inspiring. Before me stood the legendary trio of the Eiger, Mönch, and Jungfrau, their summits dusted in snow, their faces glowing golden in the afternoon sun. I stood there, speechless, overcome by the sheer grandeur of it all. It was one of those rare moments in life where words fail and you are left simply to feel, to be present, to soak in the wonder, and to carry it with you long after the moment has passed. The day's journey ended in the most Swiss way imaginable, with a bubbling pot of cheese fondue. Sitting on a terrace overlooking the valley, I dipped crusty bread into warm, melted cheese, savoring each bite as the sun dipped behind the mountains. The simple pleasure of good food shared with new friends felt like the perfect reward for a day spent exploring the wild heart of Switzerland. This adventure in Wengen reminded me that sometimes the best experiences are the ones that ask us to slow down, to connect with nature, and to savor each step along the way. Hiking the mountain trails, breathing the pure alpine air, and sharing a meal with fellow travelers brought a sense of joy and fulfillment that no train ticket, no matter how scenic, could ever provide. Now, I want to hear from you. Who among you has felt the thrill of mountain hiking, the exhilaration of reaching a summit, the peace of wandering through quiet forests, the awe of witnessing nature's grandeur from a new perspective? What is your most memorable mountain experience? Whether it was a challenging climb, a quiet walk among wildflowers, or a breathtaking view that left you speechless, these are the stories that remind us of the incredible beauty our world has to offer. Switzerland's mountains are waiting, their trails weaving through valleys, villages, and peaks that have inspired generations. And in places like Wengen, where the air is sweet and the scenery is beyond compare, you just might find that the greatest treasures are those you discover on foot, with your heart open to the wonders of the world around you. Traveling to France and Italy is a journey through history, culture, and some of the world's most breathtaking landscapes. These two neighboring countries offer a tapestry of experiences, from the romantic boulevards of Paris to the sun-kissed Amalfi Coast, from the rolling vineyards of Burgundy to the Renaissance masterpieces of Florence. Whether you're a first-time visitor or a seasoned explorer, certain places in France and Italy simply can't be missed. Let's embark on a vivid journey through must-see destinations in both countries, uncovering the essence of what makes them so enchanting. Begin your adventure in France, a country renowned for its sophistication, artistry, and timeless charm. Paris, the city of light, stands as the heart of the nation. Here, the Eiffel Tower rises above the cityscape, offering panoramic views that stretch from the winding Seine to the distant edges of the city. Wander through the historic streets of Montmartre, where artists once gathered in bustling cafes, and discover the beauty of the Sacré-Cœur Basilica perched atop the hill. The Louvre Museum, home to the enigmatic Mona Lisa, invites you into a world of artistic treasures that spans centuries and cultures. Beyond Paris, the fairytale chateaux of the Loire Valley beckon with their opulence and gardens. Chenonceau, straddling the River Cher, enchants with its arches and storied past, while Chambord, with its soaring towers and intricate roofline, is a marvel of Renaissance architecture. Each chateau tells a tale of kings, queens, and intrigue, set against the backdrop of lush vineyards and tranquil rivers. Travel south to the sun-drenched region of Provence, where lavender fields stretch to the horizon and ancient Roman ruins whisper of a distant past. The city of Avignon, once home to popes, boasts the formidable Palais des Papes and a medieval bridge that seems to dance over the Rhone. In the hilltop villages of Gordes and Roussillon, stone houses glow in the golden light, and markets brim with local delicacies, cheeses, olives, and fragrant herbs. The French Riviera, or Côte d'Azur, is a playground for the world's elite, but it welcomes all with its azure seas and glamorous towns. Nice offers a vibrant blend of old and new, with its famed Promenade des Anglais, bustling markets, and pebble beaches. In nearby Monaco, luxury reigns supreme, while in the picturesque village of Aise, narrow lanes wind between stone houses overlooking the Mediterranean. Further along the coast, the artistic legacy of Saint-Paul-de-Vence and the glitz of Cannes provide an irresistible mix of culture and allure. For those eyeing alpine adventure, the French Alps are a paradise of snow-capped peaks and charming villages. Chamonix, nestled at the foot of Mont Blanc, is a haven for skiers, hikers, and lovers of dramatic scenery. In winter or summer, the air is crisp, the views are majestic, and the sense of exhilaration is ever present. No journey through France is complete without a visit to Normandy, where history and natural beauty converge. The haunting beaches of D-Day, lined with memorials and museums, pay tribute to the sacrifices of the past. Nearby, the island monastery of Mont Saint-Michel rises from the tidal flats like a vision, its spires reaching toward the sky. Crossing into Italy, the landscape shifts, and the rhythms of life take on a new cadence. Rome, the eternal city, stands as a monument to millennia of civilization. Walk the ancient stones of the Colosseum, where gladiators once battled, and stand in awe beneath the dome of the Pantheon, a marvel of Roman engineering. The Vatican City, with its resplendent St. Peter's Basilica and the Sistine Chapel adorned with Michelangelo's frescoes, is a spiritual and artistic pilgrimage for many. Northward lies Florence, cradle of the Renaissance. Here, the works of Botticelli, Leonardo, and Michelangelo are woven into the very fabric of the city. The Uffizi Gallery dazzles with its collection, while the Florence Cathedral, crowned by Brunelleschi's dome, dominates the skyline. Stroll across the Ponte Vecchio, lined with jewelers, and savor gelato in a sunlit piazza. Venice, a city like no other, floats on a network of canals and dreams. Glide beneath the Bridge of Sighs in a gondola, marvel at the golden mosaics of St. Mark's Basilica, and lose yourself in the labyrinth of narrow alleys and hidden squares. Venice is a city of romance and mystery, where every corner reveals a new delight. The rolling hills of Tuscany offer a gentler beauty, where vineyards and olive groves patchwork the land. In the medieval towers of San Gimignano or the warm stone streets of Siena, the pace of life slows, inviting you to savor every moment. Sip Chianti wine as the sun sets over the countryside, and let the flavors of rustic cuisine linger on your palate. Continue south to the dramatic Amalfi Coast, where pastel villages cling to cliffs above turquoise waters. Positano, with its cascading terraces, is a vision of Mediterranean perfection. Amalfi and Ravello offer panoramic vistas and lush gardens, while the scent of lemon blossoms drifts on the breeze. Nearby, the ruins of Pompeii stand frozen in time, a poignant reminder of nature's power and the resilience of human spirit. No visit to Italy would be complete without experiencing the vibrant energy of Naples and the nearby island of Capri. Naples pulses with life, its streets alive with markets and music, while Capri enchants with its blue grotto, chic boutiques, and breathtaking views. As your journey draws to a close, reflect on the magic of France and Italy, the art, the architecture, the flavors, and above all, the spirit of discovery. These countries, with their blend of the ancient and the modern, offer not just destinations, but experiences that linger in the heart long after you've returned home. Whether you are drawn to the elegance of Paris, the romance of Venice, the sunlit countryside of Provence, or the dramatic coastlines of Amalfi, the must-see places of France and Italy promise memories that will last a lifetime.